I got a Nintendo Switch, so I'm gonna do a haul where I basically show several games that I bought for the Nintendo Switch, so it's a haul. I got my first one. It is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because it's my birthday week and my mom got me this, so it was really sweet. And I've been enjoying Breath of the Wild so far, but I'll talk about how I feel later. But this game, I'm enjoying it. It's really fun, and I'm having like a great experience because the Legend of Zelda series, they know how to like make it fun. And honestly, I feel like the Legend of Zelda games I played have a great story. Like Ocarina of Time is pretty good, and I'm still playing that, but on my 3DS, and I like the story so far. And I love Twilight Princess, which was the first one I played, and I loved it. My dad got it for me last time on my first Wii, and I enjoyed it. So I've been waiting for Breath of the Wild for a really long time. And I would just eye it like a puppy dog, and I'd be like, oh, I want the game. And I would try to play to other people's consoles just for a little bit of time. Because my friends, when we hang out, they don't like to play their Switch games. It's just like they like to do in private. So couldn't do that. But the next one that I got is Ocarina. Oh wait, no, Ocarina of Time. Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler is a really fun game. I'm not going to show much of the cover because everyone's seen it. But I got it because I think the characters look really cool. And I ended up showing the cover anyways, but the characters look super cool. And I got it because I thought that the gameplay was unique looking. At least for me, from what I've seen recently with new games. And I also got, but I just heard that the story was really good, and
no.
Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, that's the reason I wanted to get it, because everyone talked about, how great the story was, and the animation looked great, and it really does. It's a really pretty game, and it's an interesting, I would call it an artwork, an interesting Mona Lisa type of video game. And when you play it, you'll see what I mean, but since it's just a haul, we'll just stick with that, what I told you. And I will definitely talk a lot about all of these games in another video, how I feel so far. This is just the intro of how I feel, giving you a 1%, introduction. Okay, so next we got Fire Emblem Three Houses. So, Fire Emblem Three Houses is a really, really fun game. I didn't think I'd have fun, and the way that I got this game was I was in GameStop. Of course, the GameStop workers, it's part of their job. I think they get paid on sales, so they're like, hey, you look like you're having trouble. And I'm like, not really.
That's okay. I like you.
Oh, what the heck? So Google said, it's okay, I like you. I don't know why she had to tell me that, but she really likes me, so. I think Google companies tell me that they like me legit. I have a Google Mini, and it talks to you, but usually it doesn't talk to you unless I say, okay Google, and this time it just said that it liked me. Anyways.
Yeah.
Google, why are you talking to me? She just said, yeah. This is weird because she never talks to me. Anyways. So it started and I was just like, okay, GameStop, I don't need your help, just go. And so I was just like, I don't know, but like, you know, GameStop being nice, they're like, no, you look like you need help. So I'm like, okay, I'm looking for a JRPG. I like Japanese games. And they're like, oh yeah, I know a lot about that. And then they suggest this. And I'm like, well, I didn't like that whole square battle system where there's squares on the ground. And he's like, well, how can you dislike something you never played? And I was like, that is right. Like, because on every, like, video of what's the top JRPG, like, I put into research to, you know, so I don't find crappy games, and I watch a little bit of the videos, I saw people talk about this. But I did watch a trailer that magically appeared on my phone the other day, and then I thought about that with what the guy told me at GameStop, and I'm like, you know what, he's right, I'll give it a chance. I think it's fun for some reason, I can't explain why, but it just is. I think it's because I like the animation, and I just think, I feel like I'll talk about that later, but I just feel like basically I'm a really cool warrior with this game, so I like how it makes me feel. It's like an ego booster, like, it's like, you know, it just makes you feel like, yeah, I can, like, you know, wield a sword. But next one is Final Fantasy XII. So I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. A lot of the games that people say suck or that they hate, I like. And for some reason, so I just heard a lot about this year, like they fixed some things, and I got it, which I already have it on PlayStation 2, but it was kind of cheap at GameStop and it came new. For some reason, funny story about this is, the reason I like GameStop is they had two games. The new one was cheaper, I think it was like 16 bucks at GameStop, and then the pre-owned one was like a lot more expensive, and I was like, what? That's crazy. But GameStop told me that, well, whenever a GameStop person puts a price on something, we just don't want to change it. Like, we don't want to disrespect the price that they put on there. So, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Ooh. And the reason I asked is because I thought, oh. So, yeah, to finish, basically, GameStop is amazing. Because I got a cheap price on Final Fantasy New, compared to the pre-owned one that they had. So yeah, great store and great video games so far, and I'm grateful for the power of the internet. So, thanks for bearing with me with all the black dots all over my face. But I will be getting a new phone camera soon, so everything will be good and Gucci in a few days, and luckily I'll be getting an actual camera as well, so thankfully this will all be solved so I can, like, stop complaining about it like a little baby I am.